Hi, I'm Michael Josh, and you're watching GadgetMatch. In today's tech world, there's a growing trend towards dual-camera smartphones. But the interesting thing is, two of the best Android smartphone cameras you can get, Google's Pixel or Pixel XL and Samsung's Galaxy S8 or S8 Plus, have one main camera. But which of these phones shoots better photos? We took both phones around New York, and here is what we shot. In this shootout, as in all our camera battles, we are keeping the settings to auto like any casual user would. We start with this building shot in daylight. The Galaxy S8 Plus lights up the foreground better. You can see this by way of the better lit exhaust pipe to the right and the slightly clearer building in the middle. But this comes at the expense of the background, which in this shot is overexposed. It's a different case with the Pixel, which nails both the exposure for the sky and the building in the background. This shot tests how the two cameras handle sharpness across an image. The Galaxy S8 Plus has a much warmer tone. You can see that at the floor on the bottom of these stairs. The S8's photo is noticeably sharper, but the Pixel does a better job at balancing each detail of the brick wall to the right. Both phones produce a sharp subject with a creamy background, but the Galaxy S8 Plus's colors have more pop to them. Its warm white balance also adds more life to Chai's face, while the sun sets in the background. Both phones are pretty darn great at taking macro shots. The two cameras manage to focus on the flower while blurring out the background. If we're being nitpicky here, the shot by the S8 Plus seems to be a tiny bit oversaturated, while the Pixel's a little bit underexposed. This shot out in the park once again tests how the camera handles sharpness with less light. Like in earlier photos, the S8 Plus has a sharper image throughout and lights up the tree to the left a lot more. The Pixel's edge is its sharpness of the tree's reflection in the puddle. This is where things start to get tricky. Here we have virtually identical photos. The only difference? The Pixel's slightly higher exposure. Considering the nature of auto settings, the results could have been the other way around if taken a few minutes earlier or later. Each phone's auto white balance and image stabilization comes into play in this poorly lit scene. Zooming in, we'd say the Galaxy S8 Plus has a sharper subject and more accurate colors. The Pixel's camera didn't wash out as much and retains more details on the building's facade. Bright lights in near darkness is a tough test for any camera. Both phones did a splendid job overall, giving us the right mix of detail even in the shadows. The Galaxy S8 Plus made sure the sign's brightness didn't spill over to the background, effortlessly keeping all colors in place. This group selfie was taken on top of the TKTS booth at Times Square after dark. Like the evening shots from earlier, the Galaxy S8 Plus again gets the colors right while keeping the skin tones lively. 1 point for the Pixel for not turning the scarf and strands of hair into mush. We'll end this shootout with a daytime selfie. The Pixel wins this time with a rosier skin tone and sharper details on my face. The Google phone also manages to produce a more accurately colored background with all the details and proper white balance retained. This shootout came down to the wire with superb results from both rivals. This test shows that Google's Pixel is still the king of smartphone HDR photography, with an ability to make the most out of highlights and shadows, producing the most evenly lit, detailed, and balanced photos. The Pixel also produced more pleasant daytime selfies, as well as sharper details, especially when it comes to things like hair or textured walls. But for everything else, the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus is the clear winner. We love how we look on the portrait, whether taken with lots of light or barely any at all. Samsung did good sticking to a single camera and simply improving on the Galaxy S7's already awesome shooter. But of course, we want to know from you. Leave a comment and tell us which phone you think won this match. And that was our Google Pixel and Galaxy S8 camera shootout. For more videos like this one, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, follow GadgetMatch on social media, and make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm Michael Josh. Thanks for dropping by.